Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. I'm going to show you something, and a lot of people might not know what they are. It's been a little while since I've opened this up. A little bit of mold on that one, and there's another one. There's one, there's two, there's another key, and there's even some original instructions which we'll get into in a minute. Now these clamps right here cost me $300 to $400, and they're rare because you don't normally use them that often anymore. There was a time there going back from, I believe, 79 up to probably about 96 where you would possibly use these, and since then they're no longer used. Some people might know exactly what they are from, you know, just looking at them or looking at this key. A lot of people probably never seen anything like it. So I'll go through the keys right here. These are uncut keys, and when they're cut, they're actually cut on this angle. That's why these jaws are like this, so that you can actually load it this way and then load it this way, so you can duplicate that angle. It's like almost like a 45-degree angle, so the cutter goes along and cuts this edge here. So all four sides of this key, if you can see it, they'll be cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here. It ends up looking like a funny looking type Tibby key. There's two types of key blades for this particular car, and there's the short and the long. That's just the way they're called. And the car that they suit, and I'm not going to hold back on you, is a Porsche. For some reason Porsche decided to use this very unusual key lane, and I haven't seen it on any other car since. It was unique to Porsche, and the only Porsche they used it on that I saw, I mean I could be wrong here, but it's the 928 model. So if you ever worked on a Porsche 928, you know about it. If you've ever cut one and you see one, it's a Porsche 928. You can tell by the head shape and the funny cutting on the side. These ones are not cut. So there used to be something I used to sell a bit of to the Porsche 928 club and places like that, because nobody else had the jigs. The jigs were an investment in themselves. You pay $500–600 just for these jigs. They're so old, as you see, they've got like little flat heads on them. A little bit of surface rust is happening there as well. To use them, it's fairly straightforward. As you see on the back of the cradle, you simply put it in your standard key machine and you clamp it down, and it's got a little guide right there so that you line them up. They're identical, and to use it, you loosen off the top screws here like so. You load in your key blade like so, butt it all the way up to the edge, so that way that's kind of like your shoulder, you could say. The key has a shoulder right here, and that butts up to the jaw, and then this jaw butts up to your key machine jaw with that. So you load it like that, and then you go through with your normal machine. You go through nice and slowly, and you cut that nice 45-degree angle, then backing off the screws, rotating it down into the bottom position, tightening it up, and then doing the other cut. So you actually need to kind of load it all four sides, rotate it around all four times, and do the cutting that way. So it is a little bit of a time-consuming type of key to cut. I mean, Citroen and Peugeot, I think, had some funny ones there too. There is a little top indication here, and it says 33/928, 928 being the car that it's for, and top 33. So basically, they're your top. That's the way it's meant to be. I don't think I'll be cutting too many 928 keys anymore, because we don't have a retail shop where we do, but they're something that I did cut a few of, and I still have sitting around, that a lot of people probably will never see. Now that the 928 Porsche is getting quite old, you might not see it. The 928 Porsche is the one with the pop-up headlights, the long shoe-shaped one. It was rounded at the back but had a nice big long bonnet with a V8 in it, and they're quite a nice comfortable car to drive. They had a tendency to overheat. They came out with a fairly good motor, expensive to service and all that sort of stuff. I know this because I actually had one. And the instructions here: Porsche 928. Look how old this is. H by HPC. Insert the key by loosening the adapter jaw with a flat screwdriver, sliding key with the groove in the key. Some of this is hard to read because it's faded. In the keyway. At the bottom out the shoulder key of the adapter. Insert adapter with key insert adapter in key place in the machine vise so the jaw reading top is facing up and the adapter is still all the way up, touching the side of the jaw. Cut one side of the key, leave the original key in place, turn the duplicate key over, then cut another side of the duplicate, remove both adapters and keys, place original key and duplicate key in lower part, and basically repeat. Now you have all four sides of the key is ready for operation. Oh, isn't that lovely? It's even falling apart. Yeah, falling apart. I mean, I don't know. I think they didn't come out any earlier than the 70s, but looking at this, maybe it was, you know, it was probably 78, 77. So we're talking 43 years. This car has been out there, but they stopped making them, I'm pretty sure, in 96, I think was the last model. So let's give these a bit of a clean. I'll give them a spray with some WD-40 and put them in a nice plastic bag too. But there they are there. I'm not going to resell them. No one is ever going to want to pay what I paid for them. And you never know, the day might come along where Porsche 928s become collectible. But it just shows you, sometimes you buy these sorts of things and you hope to make some sort of customized money off it. And the investment I paid for them, I've never paid them off. I've probably cut about 3 to 4 keys. The Porsche 928 was just not that popular. There was a few of them out there, but it wasn't as popular as the 911. If the 911 had this type of key, I would have been able to make more of a profit from it. But now cars are getting so disposable, and these old type of cars are very expensive to run, very expensive to keep. These sorts of things are kind of a, you know, they'll go on the back shelf. But I had it there and I thought it'd be interesting just to show you. And this was HPC from the US. It was a long time ago. So yeah, you'll probably never see another one. But there'll be a whole new range of cars coming out with funny looking keys, and there'll be a whole new set of adapters they'll sell you. Whether or not you purchase them or whether or not it's worth your time to purchase them really depends on you. These ones here, I mean, because I had the car at the time, it was, you know, something I wanted, but I never really made my money back on the Porsche 928 Jig. You can also cut these keys by code, and there are people on eBay who do still cut this key as well. So if you are looking for this key to be cut, apparently there's some guy there who cuts it. You send him a higher resolution photo and he can decode it and cut it. So he's got these jigs, and he probably uses a HPC to cut it on as well. Anyway, HPC 928 Jig for Porsche adapter, and very old, and probably never going to see one again. Thanks for watching.